Under a Biden administration, Biden America, you'd expect this. If you notice recently, President Trump went up in the polls and was actually surpassing President Biden for re-election. So what do they do now? Weaponize government to go after their number one opponent. It's time and time again. The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. And make no mistake, those who are responsible for Wednesday's chaos will be brought to justice. So what do they do now? Weaponize government to go after their number one opponent. The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack. Those who are responsible for Wednesday's chaos will be brought to justice.
Well, you wonder who will be brought to justice in the Republican Party for dragging the Republican Party to its lowest point ever. A Republican Party that now, because of Kevin McCarthy and others like him, now defend a man, former president, who stole nuclear secrets from the federal government, who stole military secrets from the federal government, who stole top secret classified plans from the federal government to invade Iran. A House Speaker who is perfectly fine now with Donald Trump sitting back after launching riots to overthrow the federal government. Who said that? My gosh, that's so terrible that I would say something like that. Kevin McCarthy must think that that's the weaponization of federal government. No, Mika, that's not the weaponization of federal government.
And that's not what Kevin McCarthy thinks.
Are Kevin McCarthy's own words. Yeah. And you will remember, too, when Kevin McCarthy got on the phone on January the 6th and he called over to Donald Trump. Here's a guy that's now saying weaponizing government. It was Kevin McCarthy on January 6th in the middle of Donald Trump's riots, which he started but refused to stop. It was Kevin McCarthy who called the White House screaming, telling him to call them off, to call the rioters off. And Donald Trump said, it's Antifa. And Kevin McCarthy screamed at him, Other members, he told other members about this call. He talked about this call for quite some time, said, you know exactly who they are. They're your people. Call them off. And Donald Trump refused. So what happened? Kevin McCarthy says they're going to be brought to justice, but instead he decides to attack the people that actually are trying to bring to justice a man who's stolen nuclear secrets from the United States government, a man who's stolen military secrets from the federal government, won't return them. And now, because this is how sick and corrupt the Republican Party in Washington, D.C. is, now Kevin McCarthy is defending the very man who he said was responsible for these riots.
What you heard was House Speaker Kevin McCarthy then and now when it comes to Donald Trump and the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol.